Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late December 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's happening for the lovely Capricorns. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. It is your season after all. I'm sure you could tell by the decor that it is birthday time for you, my friends. But let's get it going here, my gods. Talk to me. What's happening for the Cappies in late December? What energies, messages, insights could we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. Well, let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the Cappies, please. And while we get this first card out, I just want to wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you. I hope you really have a good one. I hope you have some nice things planned. All right, cool. So this energy that I'm picking up here initially is pretty complex. Now, this isn't a bad energy. It just feels like a lot. So when I see this type of energy for the Capricorns in this time, where there's a lot of complexity, you see what's going on there in that card. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So we see this lady. It looks like she's looking in a mirror. She's holding a mask. There's multiple mirrors, multiple reflections. There's all sorts of items and tchotchkes on that dresser right there. There's a Russian babushka doll, which to me is a very layered energy. Now, for some Capricorns, maybe your energy is just in a lot of different places. Maybe it's very busy, 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 or your attention is split in a lot of different ways. But to me, it feels like a lot of stuff. So for some Capricorns, maybe there's a lot of energies affecting you. Again, I don't want to say it feels scattered. Now, for some of the Capricorns out there, this could represent a situation where from the outside looking in, it might seem simple. On its surface, it might seem simple, but this could be something that's very complex underneath the surface. So whether it's complex feelings, complex situations, we'll see how it plays. But the main thing I'm picking up with this card, especially here, is it just feels like a lot of stuff happening. So we're just going to leave it at that. I mean, it makes sense with the time of year it is. It's not bad. It's just busy. All right, we're just going to leave it over there for now. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the Cappies. What's going on in late December birthday season? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was really centered around communication. Last week's reading was titled The Surprising Talk. So whether it's conversations you weren't expecting to have or people popping up out of nowhere, it didn't necessarily feel bad to me. It just felt like, all right, whoa, where is this coming from? So that could bleed over for a couple weeks. Important to keep that in mind. But yeah, we're going to see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So when we take this out, it's for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for the Cappies to start. What's going on in birthday season for my good friends here, please? Okay, yeah, so this little hidden energy is still in the mix, which we've been seeing sprinkled in your readings for a couple weeks now. I do like the High Priestess. That does tie in to what I was seeing with that first card, like a lot of energies. It's a very intuitive energy, but it's sensitive. Let's get a couple more. What do we have here for the Cappies, please? I always raise a little eyebrow. Okay. 10 of Swords. Do not fret about that, my good friends, because remember, readings are always multi-layered, multifaceted. Let's get one more out here. What is going on? 8 of Swords, lots of sword energy, very stressful stuff. Now remember, this doesn't have to be all yours. This could be someone you're connected to. I always like to reiterate that, especially when we see some energy that might be a little bit challenging. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I'm like, I mean, elementally, I feel like you could work with it. There's a lot of internal energy showing up here because the High Priestess, she's water. That's the realm of emotion and feeling. Obviously, we have a whole ton of swords here, which is air energy. That's the mind. That's the logic. That could be communication, like we saw last week. So when we mix the water and the air, It's a lot of stuff going on the inside. So for a lot of you, there could be a lot of intensity of feeling. But yeah, we have to keep an eye with this stuff here on the back. Now, I don't want to say this reading's going downhill quick. It does feel a little challenging, though. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build it out, though, because I feel like there can definitely be silver lining here. Position number one, we are starting with the beautiful High Priestess. Now, she does link to Pisces energy. I also link her to any water sign, really. I feel like they all have connection to this card. She is the matron of psychics, intuitives, tarot readers. So your intuition could be extra heightened right now. Your sensitivity to energies could be extra heightened right now. She is a big interest in hidden things, esoteric things, spiritual things. So for a lot of you, that could be a good place to put your energy into spiritual practice when we see her. The positive of her is that there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of knowledge. But when we get to the challenge of the High Priestess, very secretive, not talking much. She is a hidden type of energy. Although she is balanced, it's like someone with a good poker face when we see her. It's like, all right, well, even if all this is going on, nobody could tell. Nobody could tell what's going on because the High Priestess has that secretive nature to her. Aside from that, it could just be surprising things, unexpected things. Like I said, we've been seeing that sprinkled in the Capricorn energy for a few weeks now. So we're definitely going to want to clarify her. Now, moving to the center, to the meat and potatoes of the reading, we have the Ten of Swords, my friends. Now, if you're new to tarot, don't freak out about this energy. It's common. Every human being goes through this, right? And Ten of Swords is one of the more challenging cards. So, of course, it could represent problems or situations. Could be very serious, but it's a 10 and it's the Ten of Swords. It could represent pain, discomfort. I always say it's on a spectrum. This is a card of endings, and sometimes it could be a little rough to deal with. So we definitely want to see what's underneath the surface with this energy. It's not all bad. It's not all pain. It's this could be spirit warning you about your physical health and vitality too. So you might want to pay attention to your wellness when this card is here. But there's a whole laundry list of things that this can mean. So we'll definitely look at the detail. The good thing about the Ten of Swords is that it's something that's going to improve from here. So it's like, okay, well, we've hit the Ten of Swords moment, only one way to go, and that's up. Okay, like this isn't a be all end all. So we really want to check that out. And yeah, it can connect to loss. I really don't want to dwell there too much because I'm sure you all know it could be a problem or a situation of some sort. Now, moving to the back end makes total sense with what I'm seeing here. We got the mystery, we got the Ten of Swords, which again could be on a spectrum, could be something very minor. I mean, some of you might just be something about the time of year we're in or the holidays, or it's just something that's not sitting right, but it could also be major. I feel like it really depends on what you're going through. But we have the Eight of Swords here on the back end, very wound tight. Now, I'll go through a list of the positives and challenges of this too. The challenges with the Eight of Swords could be very stress-filled, could be very anxious, and like I was saying here, with all the energies affecting. Now we see the High Priestess. Just, I feel that for a lot of Capricorns, you could be an energetic sponge. So let's just say you're not even in this energy for whatever reason. If someone around you or someone close to you is, you're going to be hyper in tune with that. The Eight of Swords, yeah, it could be trapped. It could be an energy that feels like it's in the corner. But when I see it, I think of overthinking, stressing, anxious, nervous type of energy. The good thing about this, again, it's not a be-all, end-all type of vibe. The Eight of Swords, to me, is a card that as fast as it comes, that's as fast as it goes. So if we are looking at a problem or a situation or an ending, you name it, when we see the Eight of Swords, it's like, okay, well, that happened, let's move forward. Okay, that situation happened, let's solve it. This energy moves very quick. So we definitely want to dive deeper on all this, Capricorn. So let's get that Eight of Swords right back there by the Celestite. And yeah, I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for the Cappies. Let's see what's happening. Oh my God. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the High Priestess. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Cappy, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, High Priestess time. Let's go. What is she doing? Hopefully we're going to get some silver linings here. Like I was saying, poker face. Like this is an energy that's not really letting on too much about what it's feeling right now. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse underneath this High Priestess. Now, I feel like that energetic warning should be taken seriously. I mean, I know some people are born with different levels of sensitivity to things, but if you are the type of person where you get those feelings, you feel other people's feelings, premonitions, stuff like that, it could be extra heightened in this time. I just have to continue giving that because it's showing up. But the Ace of Cups in reverse under the High Priestess, that's emotional discomfort. That's someone that they're not really feeling too good and they're not showing it. So this is someone that could take what they're going through rather well. This is someone that has a very good poker face where it's hard to tell exactly how they're feeling about something. There's a big mystery here. Now, for a small portion of you, yes, this could be an unexpected or a surprising problem popping up. We'll see what the fallout could be. But the Ace of Cups in the upright is beautiful. It's a card of opportunities and offers and communication, good, happy feelings. In reverse, it's pretty sour. Okay, so there could be someone around you or even yourself. You might be feeling a little grumpy, a little sour when this card is here, or just a little down in the dumps. But yeah, with her, the mystery, the Ace of Cups, I feel like this could be an unexpected or a surprising problem. Okay. All right, let's move in on the Ten of Swords and see what's happening there. We're not going to linger here too long. It is what it is. For some of you, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything major. That's the one thing I do want to say. There's just this either sensitivity that's heightened or just something that pops up out of nowhere. So let's go in on that 10. Let's see what that 10 of Swords is about. Quick. Working through it. Okay. So for some Capricorns, watch out for career-based issues or uncomfortable situations in regards to work and money. When I see the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles, I'm getting some good things here, but I do have to say, because of what we have going on here, for a lot of you, there can definitely be something that's about to close off, a chapter that's about to close. There could be an ending of some sort when I see this. Now, for those of you where this has come in or this has happened, when I see the 10 of Swords with the 8 of Pentacles, if it's not issues with work or even career, this could be someone that's keeping themselves busy. So we might be seeing a bit of a remedy from Spirit. Like if you are going through a bit of a tough one for whatever reason, okay, whether it's interpersonal or anything else, Spirit's like, all right, keep your hands busy, keep yourself busy. Have something to focus your energy on, because if you have something to focus your energy on, it will help you work through it. Now, I always say that people deal with things in tons of different ways, right? But with the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles, it's like, stay busy, keep yourself busy, work through it, push through it. There's like a really determined energy that I like. I mean, frankly, I love the 8 of Pentacles underneath the 10 of Swords, because to me, it's like, okay, I'm not letting this stop me. I'm not letting this fully stop this train. I'm going to keep it pushing, which is nice. But again, that's where and it's interesting because it's like, yeah, we have all this water, which could represent emotional or relationship issues. Now we got the Pentacles. So I feel for a lot of Capricorns, like there could be a big turn of energy happening where if things have been rough for a little bit or things have been uncomfortable, hopefully we're going to start seeing it shift, especially with this 8 of Pentacles. But yeah, again, it could just be an ending and you got to keep yourself busy. Let's move in on the 8 of Swords. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow. I also want to mention we have repeat 8s showing up here. We got the 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, number signs, synchronicities, lots of things here. So Spirit could be trying to communicate with you in different ways. But let's go in on that 8 of Swords, especially with the High Priestess there. What is this 8 of Swords here? Okay. Okay, temporary. It's temporary. I don't know why that word's like ringing through my head. Now, I will say this, when it comes to the Queen of Wands in reverse, she has to be the most popular card across the whole entire zodiac this week, because I usually notice that energy flows in waves. Like I see a lot of similarities and themes in a lot of different collectives. And this Queen of Wands in reverse has been showing up for a lot of people. Now, if you're not connected to a fire sign, she is a card of confidence, beauty, a lot of gusto, a lot of motivation and passion. So when she shows up in reverse, it's an energy of second guessing. It's an energy of doubting. Did I do the right thing? Did I make the right move? So watch out for thoughts like that. I feel for a lot of Capricorns, that could be a big, I don't want to say mental issue, but the mind state. There could be things that you second guess or, back and double check and triple check it just to make sure you're doing the right thing. I feel like there's a big energy of doubt for whatever reason. Now, aside from that, the first thing that popped through when I saw this is like, all right, temporary. This is just a hiccup. It's a bump in the road. I've been saying it since the beginning. It's like not a be all end all type of energy. Even if you're going through something that's pretty uncomfortable, The Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands in reverse, the fire air combination. Yeah, it's explosive, but to me, it's just moving quickly. Okay, so whatever it is that's showing up here, I feel like, all right, we're just going to keep pushing through it. We're just going to keep pushing through this energy, which can be good. So yeah, just watch out for the overthinking, self-doubt type of energy. Okay. And I know a lot of Capricorns, love Capricorns. They're usually a very confident sign, very confident people, but we're only human, right? I mean, most of us are. Right? So let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. But yeah, I mean, not the most positive reading this week, and that's okay. Life is never 100% positive every day and every week, and I'm sure a lot of you know and realize that. But position number one, we have the High Priestess with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So watch out for issues interpersonally. This could be unexpected problems or situations popping up, or surprising ones, kind of like what we were seeing last week. But another vibe I'm picking up here is someone with a very good poker face, where it's like, yeah, they might be going through all this, but they're very good at keeping a straight face about it. So if this isn't you, it could be someone you're connected to where you can't quite tell where they're at. It's very mysterious. Moving to the center, we have the Ten of Swords with Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Watch out for issues monetarily or career related. But a big thing I was picking up here is, yeah, if you are going through certain chapters closing and things ending, this is Spirit telling you to keep yourself busy, keep your hands busy, find a task, find a goal, focus on that, and that's going to help you push through this bump in the road, this rough patch. Moving to the back end, we have the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Wands in reverse. The big thing there is self-doubt, so watch out for creeping feelings of self-doubt in this time. But the big thing is it's temporary. It's a bump in the road. So whatever it is that has popped up or does pop up, it's like, okay, I'm just going to keep pushing right through. So I like that. I feel like that's a silver lining. So yeah, please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. And yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be really good too. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card going. What do we got for the Cappies, please? In the shadows. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So we have a card that can be very positive depending on how you look at it, because it is a card of stability, predictability. I do like it. It's a card of blessings and abundance. We got the Nine of Pentacles in the shadows. Now, we will speak about the shadow side of this card because there most definitely is one. But the good thing about this card, it shows that there is a silver lining to whatever energies that we're tapping into. The Nine of Pentacles, it's an independent energy. It's very solid and stable on its own feet. It's filled with blessings and abundance. So when we see all the choppy energies in a reading like this, the Nine of Pentacles tells us, like, you're good. You are okay. Everything will be fine. And it's nice. Now, if that's not the case, this could be really great things coming down the pipeline for a lot of you. So I'm expecting a big bounce back, or a very quick bounce back, when I see this card. Now, where the issue comes in with the Nine of Pentacles is that sometimes it can feel trapped and cornered, right? I mean, it is earthy, but look at that Eight of Swords, very similar to what we see here. So watch out for like cabin fever or feeling cornered in this time when this card shows up. So yeah, Cappy, we're going to leave it at that, my friends. But yeah, don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar and book one at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the December subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what do you want Santa Claus to bring you this year for Christmas? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.